Alright everybody, Baron here, and I am sick. Not sick that the Renaissance faction isn't out, although this looks cool, but I begin to wonder why... Oh my god, that guy's mustache is fantastic! And there's the Da Vinci tank. And look, Da Vinci's basically the Bob Ross of his time. But that guy's got a musket and a bayonet. So what we're gonna do is head on over to the ancient sandbox. I was away, but you guys let me know the secret spot, so thank you for that. Keep the suggestions, custom battles, and everything coming. Because here, this guy's called the Chu-Ko-Nu. Is it just me being dyslexic? But I swear he was called the Chu-No-Ku. Then you go to the Medieval 2 map, and Lord of the Rings song. Oh look, it's called a lance. Hello. Bing! Oh, look at that. That guy looks so incredible. It's a unicorn with an afro. Oh, sorry, it's cavalry. So we've got two new secret units, Chu-Ko-Nu, with a big old cost of 350, and cavalry costs 1,800. Then that means one cavalry at 1,800 should be able to be an even match for 5 Chu-Ko-Nu at 1,750. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets or don't, because I'm not sure if we can do that. What is going on here? Oh snap! Well, they're not very accurate, are they? Is that horse dead, or is he just hurt? No, he's definitely dead. Oh my god. Okay, let's see that in real time. How many arrows do they fire? Or rather, it's crossbow bolts. Why does it sound like they're firing musket shots? Oh, he actually survived this one. He's able to use his shield. He's not walking too well, and the automatic or semi-automatic crossbows, what would you call them? They're able to walk backwards. Good dog. So on a cost-by-cost basis, it seems that the Chu-Ko-Nus are able to silence the cavalrymen. By the way, which unit from the Renaissance faction are you most looking forward to? Obviously, I'm most looking forward to... There we go! He got in the lines. The horse is super derpy, and I think that they fight separately, so if the guy dies, the horse will continue fighting. If the horse dies, the guy will continue fighting, as we've seen already, but I think it's going to be very rare. Now, what is with the horse's legs? So, we haven't seen a horse since early tabs. I'm talking like pre-alpha stuff. Well, there you go. 2 cavalry are able to defeat. And look at the firing mechanism on this Chu-Ko-Nu. Wasn't this a unit from Age of Empires? Oh man, do you guys remember Age of Empires? I'm trying to remember, but I feel like my favorite unit was the Ottoman Janissary, because he was like a musket unit. It's basically like, oh, you're in the medieval times, but you had a guy with a gun. And I really like that, being what, I don't know, 9, 10, 12 years old, something like that. Very young, and be like, oh, guns are definitely better than arrows, right? My mom's like, shut up! And I was like, Mommy, I would like peanut butter and jelly. Anyway, you get where it's basically going. So, what I wanted to do was see where these Chu-Ko-Nus were able to do against a giant testudo shield wall. Roman testudo, at least in the best way that we know how. And I don't know if I'm a big fan of the sound effects of the Chu-Ko-Nu. I feel like they should be like sound like crossbows, not like automatic rifle fire or something like that. But it is really cool to see these guys. Look at that. I think that could use a little bit of work there, right, governor? So the shields are at the lines now. Is there any friendly fire? Or are they really that good? I haven't... Oh, wait a minute. I'm seeing Chu-Ko-Nu bolts go through their friends. Oh, never mind. I take it back. What happened to you? Was that an arrow in your hand? Or are you holding it to reload? Very interesting looking crossbow bolt. So let's settle this. Chu-Ko-Nu. Oh my god. I was wrong. Repeating crossbow. Age of Empires 2. I knew it. I'm just dyslexic. Also, they were in Civilization 5. A repeating crossbow. Chinese. I thought they were Korean. I don't know if you guys watched Game of Thrones, but whoa, there weren't any Cyclops in it. Oh my gosh. Whenever I see a Cyclops, it's like a national holiday for me. That is so rare. Look into my eye. I feel like there should be like a Grecian Minotaur. Wait, Minotaurs didn't have one eye. They had bull heads. Yeah, but anyway, you did want to fight Dothraki Screamers in an open field. Now, these are more, I guess you'd call them like Westerosi Knights if we're doing Game of Thrones comparisons, which still hurts my soul, given how bad. Oh, there's a charge mechanic that I thought the last season had. Ha-ha! Oh my god, they absolutely do work right here, and I love to see it. I love to see it. I don't think... Hold on. I'm not sure if any horses died in the making of this here battle. Maybe 1 or 2. All right, a very, I guess majestic would be a term that would be used very loosely versus a ballista. I want to see, does the ballista aim for the horse? Does it aim for the knight? Where is he going to fire? You may fire, oh my god. Oh, snap, okay, good. So we finally get to see the horse continue fighting, and he's headbutting it. I want to make a unicorn version where, what is your... Excuse me, you can't retreat out of the battle. I know you're looking for oats and carrots, because isn't that what horses like? Where are you going? He's totally abandoning the field of battle. Is this a thing? Horse, don't jump. No! So let's go to the big brawl here. This is one of the challenging maps here, and I'm going to use only new units. Now, they've got a wedge formation here, and it actually... Is this like the Ocarina of Time or the Triforce? No, I think that's a stretch. All right, so with that money, we had a limit of 6,000. I was able to get 6 Chuko Nu and 2 Lancer Cavalry. Now, hopefully that will throw off the Berserkers a little bit, and we'll be able to wreck that formation, and Chuko Nu will be able to finish off the rest of them. At least that is the hope, but I think these guys have a relatively long reload time. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's definitely not good. Oh, get him, get him, get him! Hurry up! Oh gosh, yeah, they don't have a chance. I guess we could try all Chuko Nus, but I really fear for their ability to withstand the Berserker charge that happens at the beginning. And they've got shields too, so clearly. All right, I was able to field 17 Chuko Nu this time, and oh my gosh. So I'm sick right now with a cold. Every like is a well wish to get better at playing taps, and maybe get not sick as well. But I have to wonder, I really wish I could be here right now in this Viking land because I am sweating so much. Bruh. Oh, dude, I thought, look at his eyes. His eyes remind me of, like, Bad North. Oh, man. Yeah, that didn't work. So we're gonna go to the map that started it all for the cavalry. The medieval kingdom. Was it always like this? I thought it was closer. I feel like this should be like an Ent. We should get Ents. Not we should. I just hope we do. All right, so 4 cavalry at a cost of 7,200 versus 1 ice giant at a cost of 6,000, which is still considered one of the top 2 or 3 units, especially secret units in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Oh, well look at that. This kick, this horse, like, just, I don't know what it's doing, but it worked. All right, we'll do 5,400. We'll do less. You can't have more, right? That was like 1,200 more. Let's see if they're still able. It doesn't look like he's able to get too many hits in. What are you doing, man? He just derps out. Cavalry are a good counter for giants? Well, tree giant it is. Now remember, if Braveheart taught you anything, it's that long trees are really good at stopping horses. So I kind of want to see if that happens again. Oh, oh man, he took out all 3 horses in one move, and 2 of the knights, and this knight is not, oh my god. Well, I guess he's going for the nether region, so the idea here is, you may not kill the giant, but the giant will not be able to make more giants, thus solving the giant issue. You gave your life bravely, Sir Knight. All right, now it's time to check out the samurai giant here. Because the tree giant, I mean, Braveheart, he's not lying. Wouldn't you give it all for freedom? What's that? Is that a poo-poo cloud? That guy died fast. All right, 2,800 Chuko Nu versus 3,000 Samurai Giant. I think he's going to be taken down, but I wonder how many he's going to be able to knock out with his giant katana before he does go down. Oh wow, none. The answer's 0. Now it's time for the tree giant, and he's got the tree, so that should be able to block some of the crossbow bolts, but I think it's clear that it doesn't stop enough. It's not really a shield per se. He's just a simple man living in simpler times when one could pick up a tree and use it as a battle weapon. But then it's like the machinations of Saruman comes up with an automatic crossbow, which he naturally sold to the Chinese. That's totally accurate history. All right, it's the final test, the ice giant. Let's see how he does, ladies and gentlemen. The Chuko Nu versus the ice giant. I don't know, it seems lately that the ice giant hasn't been very good. He was taken out by the cavalry knights relatively easily. I guess he does have a lot of health. I wish we could kind of get an idea of how much he had. You know, like in some games you could press tab and see health bars, because tabs is not a damage model game, it's a health bar game, meaning to say that you can't break the ice giant's arm, but I guess you can trap it behind a tree. You sir are an idiot. you're going to go extinct. And the lines of your people will fall. Because I don't know what you're up to over there. How come we haven't had a chicken unit yet? There's chickens all over. But we have no chicken unit. Alright, it's about equal costs right here. Now, we want to see if the Chuko Nu is basically a poor man's Artemis. Now, Artemis has got some of the best firepower in the game, but I guess when dealing with quantity, the death dab comes for us all. A question as old as time itself. Sir, what are you doing? Can a wall of pikes stop the invincible formation? A heavy cavalry wedge. And I just feel like when you say it, wedge, it just makes it sound fancier. So, the invincible formation, wedge cavalry formation, the British always said that, like, I don't know, I've seen it in the movie, so it had to be totally true, was, you know, they haven't won a battle without heavy cavalry in the history of our land. Give me 10 crumpets. I think it went something like that. But it's very clear that these horses are unstoppable. Now, one of my oldest tabs video was in the old game, and it was much simpler times. I basically used the chariots, which were cavalry at the time, and in the old tabs way, like, they would just aggro to the closest unit, and they still do to a certain extent, but I was able to basically draw the chariots into a reverse wedge, a wedge of cavalry into a reverse wedge, basically the invincible formation into the counter of the invincible formation, and I'm trying to recreate that right now, and I think that it's going to work, because normally the cavalry would wipe the floor, right? But now, there's obviously a lot more pikes, though. And it was archers, wasn't it? Oh my god, it was. Wait, who's left alive? Oh, there's probably a horse just retreating somewhere, jumping off a cliff. Very predictable, Seabiscuit. So let's see if we can't do it. Archer reverse wedge, and then the luring units. If the cavalry goes for it, we've basically recreated one of my favorite videos I ever made for tabs in the early days. Oh my god. The units are absolutely getting wrecked. Now, chariots are really cool because they had a lot of health to them, right? Well, now, cavalry do as well, but I'm wondering, now that we have horses, it basically begs the question, what other horse-borne units will we see? Will someone make a Pegasus? A unicorn? Now we'll make a poor man's phalanx, I guess inverted, reverse, invincible formation words. Words are hard to come by because in the old days of tabs, in the much more simpler times, the farmers were some of the best units in the game, and I don't entirely know where the accent came from, but I'm sure glad it did. And basically, they were cheaper than spearmen, so a lot of times if you wanted a unit to soak up some units or pin them down in the classic Macedonian pikeman style, you'd use farmer, but they got absolutely wrecked here. 46 versus 10. Oh, well, horse boys, you're not the only one who can perform a wedge formation. Obviously, these were the old school, these were the old school, new school. Let that marinate in for a moment, you know, add some salt and pepper, it'll look nicely in a couple hours. But basically, we used these, oh my gosh, these farmers like wheelbarrows as the old school cavalry and chariots until the cavalry proper arrived, and needless to say, they're unstoppable. So it's 10,000 versus 18,000. We could add a few more. Oh my gosh, it always surprises me when I hear my own voice in this. I'm like, ah. Well, their formation is going to be a Christmas tree. Or an arrowhead, I guess you could say. But I'd prefer to think of it as a Christmas tree because farmers are just happy people throwing apples, shooting pitchforks. Wait, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I saw it. With my own eyes. There's a man with a tiny head somewhere around here. I can't see him anymore. Mr. Tiny Headman is under a absolute poop ton of horses. Now, remember, horses poop a lot, so that should be a weapon too. Well, there is the wheelbarrow dragon, so let's do the arrowhead. Oh my god, what are you doing? He broke formation and crashed. What? But I think they're doing a lot better. Okay, so we found the counter to cavalry. And honestly, I still think one of the best counters to cavalry. This is 1/3 the cost. Actually, these guys are probably gonna die. They're not gonna cut down enough of the knights. But that's $6,000 in archers versus 18,000 in heavy knights. So I'm wondering, I think we could create a formation, the counter formation, because those guys wipe the floor. For the same amount of money, easy. So that's $15,000 of, wait a minute. What's up with the hoplite shields? That's a different color, isn't it? Oh, snap! Friendly fire! Two guys just took arrows to the head And it doesn't look like spears because... Hold on, what's with that? I'm seeing spears bleed through certain units. Oh my gosh, this guy. This is Charge of the Light Brigade. Can you imagine being this guy?
And it was on this day that I realized I messed up.
So, yeah, that guy just got straight up run over. I don't know. Oh, wait, and then the horse, what? How are you making those maneuvers, sir? I think that this army of ancient faction and medieval faction is going to be able to conquer these knights. Although one of the knights has dismounted. I still would love a unit that would be like a Roman unit. Oh, that guy survived a lance attack. I don't think he's gonna survive another one. Yeah. Oh, all right. What? Yeah, these guys' shields look funny. It's funny how they hold it. Tabs is just such a silly game, and I absolutely love it. Come on, boys. You've got to prove me right that we could come up with a formation to defeat these guys. And we did. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tabs update. If you'd like to see more Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, you know what to do. Give it a like, share the video with a friend, call your grandmother up, tell her those cookies, they're amazing, and you want more. And I'll see you guys in the next video.